Yeah, hello everybody. My name is Jeremy Nettlecrouch, and this is my wife Jemima.
Hello.
Now, in 1865, the science fiction writer Jules Verne published a book called From the Earth to the Moon, in which he sent his intrepid explorers on a fantastic journey from the Earth to the Moon. And exactly 178 years later, we, that's Jemima and myself and our good friend Bob the cameraman. Say hello, Bob.
Hello.
178 years later, we made the same epic journey in reality, only we went there for our honeymoon and to see the rocks, and then we came back again. But anyway, while we were there, we made a little film, and well, this is it.
Our journey started from the Mumbai spaceport in Kenya, where we boarded a shuttle to make our trip into orbit. We weren't allowed to use the camera there, but Jeremy put together this sequence on the computer to show you what it was like. Is it ready?
Yeah, just in time.
It goes faster if you wind the handle, you know. It's high time you got yourself a brain implant instead of waving your hands over a hologram like some medieval magician.
It does the job, doesn't it? I've had this computer for 20 years and I'm not going to go sticking a bit of wire in my ear just because this is a bit slow.
The shuttles carry 54 passengers and 8 crew. For the first few minutes you weigh about 3 times as much as normal, but then the engines switch off and you're weightless for the rest of the flight.
2,000 kilometres above the Earth, we docked with the space liner Artemis, which was to take us to the Moon. The first thing you notice as you approach Artemis is its enormous size. It's by far the biggest man-made thing in space. It dwarfed our shuttle, as you can see in this shot, where the shuttle's almost too small to see as it comes into dock.
Hey, the shuttle's wings weren't level in that last shot.
Oh, don't worry about that. Audiences never notice little details like that. This is one of the observation decks near the bow of the ship. The ship rotates about once a minute, which is why the starfield's moving. Now, in a few seconds, we should see the Earth go past. You sure it was this window?
Observation deck 4, the sailor said. And this is observation deck 4. Oh, I'm a bit kipper.
He might have been lying.
And why in the name of Gates would he do that?
Well, if I had people asking me all day where they could see the Earth going past, I'd be tempted to misdirect a few of them.
Yes, you would. You misanthropic git.
Me? Misanthropic? You...
Oh, give over moaning. Look out, here it comes now.
Wow!
Yeah, very pretty, I'm sure. Now can we go? My battery's about to pack up.
After a couple more days in Earth orbit, Artemis fired its engines and began its 5-day, 400,000 kilometre journey to the Moon.
When the ship arrived in lunar orbit, we boarded a shuttle down to the Moon. We stayed in New Tenerife, a resort on the edge of the Mare Imbrium, in the foothills of the lunar Apennines. We had a magnificent view of the rocks around the spaceport as we came into land.
Well, we've arrived at our apartment at last. As you can see, we're self-catering. It's a wee bit cramped for 3 people, and there's a sign in the bathroom that says water's limited to 30 litres per day. But overall, it's not bad for 5,000 a week.
How much?
I guess we'll have to take our showers on different days.
Well, we could take them together. Just a thought. This is the view from the roof of our hotel.
That's Armstrong, the first city to be established on the Moon, and still by far the biggest.
There's Mount Alice, one of the tallest mountains in the lunar Apennines. The rocks around it are mostly granite, but there are some brecciated exotics as well. We found a delightful little cafe not far from the market which served authentic 20th century American cuisine.
It's a small but well-established family business and was actually one of the first cafes to open on the moon. The following day we decided to go on a mystery tour. This turned out to be the landing site of one of the Apollo missions. Bob couldn't come, unfortunately. We think the American cuisine disagreed with him. He didn't trust us with his camcorder, so we hired a still camera for the trip.
This is Jemima next to the flag that the astronauts planted. For those of you who skipped modern history in school, the flag is that of the former United States of America. This is the spaceship which the astronauts landed in. This is Jemima standing in front of the spaceship. This is Jemima looking at part of the spaceship's landing gear. This is Jemima looking at the landing gear from another angle, but also looking at a rather interesting rock which was behind me. Bob! Now isn't that pathetic? My wife's in hysterics because our cameraman has decided to play a pitiful practical joke on us.
You're trying to put me up.
I might have known.
Oh, come on, Jeremy, can't you take a joke?
No, I'm famous for it. Why else do you think I like rocks so much? It's because rocks don't play stupid tricks on you the way certain people do.
Okay, Bob, that's enough for today.
Righto.
In the stillness that surrounds me, I feel the blood inside my head. In the silence that surrounds me, I hear the stupid things I said. Oh, is the game over already then?
Can you carry this for me, Jem?
Why don't you come and visit again soon?
Yes, of course we will, Jeremy, darling.
Thank you. I do love you, you know. And there are days when I wonder what the stars hold, lying wide awake, watching them pass overhead. So many of their stories must be untold, but none are as significant as the things you left unsaid.
That was definitely one of his better days. I think he's improving, slowly.
Yeah, but face facts, Jem. The doctor say he's never going to come out of there. He's living too far into the future.
Yeah, I suppose you're right, Bob. But the game we've played on him today has given me an idea for a film.
I like it. Tell me some more.
And there are days when I feel used up and broken. I need a little solace for all the tears I've cried. Let down again, my hurt remains unspoken. I need a little place where I can heal my wounded pride.